Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
He rammed a police car in a bid to get away, but did not get far. Wait till you see what was inside when they got the driver to stop.
A troubling message. The leader of the gang who took 17 missionaries captive in Haiti says somebody better pay up or there will be deadly consequences.
We're going to begin at 5, though, with Westland's John Glenn High School put on lockdown today amid fears that a student had a gun. The call started coming right around 11 this morning as a fight broke out inside the school.
A student was said to be armed with a gun, sending police scrambling to get to the school. But in the end, that turned out not to be the case. Victor Williams is live at the high school tonight. This was quite a scare, Victor, for both students and their parents, I'm sure.
Yes, Kimberly and Devin, quite the terrifying experience. Many of those parents flooding the parking lot right in front of the school, just waiting for their children to walk outside of their doors. And as you guys will see, some of those moments were quite emotional. It was a huge relief for Vincent Shaw to have his daughter back in his arms following a major scare.
I'm rushing to get to my child. This is all I got. This is my pride and joy. And without her, I have nothing.
His 10th grade daughter was just one of the many students on lockdown after it was believed another student had a gun after a fight at John Glenn High.
You hear about this every day, all through this nation. And these kids are getting shot for no reason.
Students like 9th grader Miracle Bauer stayed safe by hiding in one corner of her classroom.
When I had heard about it, I was really nervous, and I was like, wow.
However, police say there was never any real threat to begin with.
We did a search of the school. No weapons were located. At this point in time, we feel comfortable that there doesn't appear to be a weapon involved at all.
The student in question was taken into custody. Either way, some parents would like better communication from the school when they're in this type of situation.
They didn't know what was going on. No one was giving us any kind of information. So we're speculating. We just finding out there was a big fight last week. And we were thinking that maybe it was the boy that got beat up, coming back for revenge.
And we have yet to hear back from the Wayne Westland Community School District. But once again, guys, very big relief that nothing major happened here. Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, Victor, now let's get to breaking news just coming into us from Washington. The House has just voted to hold Donald Trump ally Steve Bannon in contempt of Congress. The vote comes after Bannon defied a subpoena from the committee investigating the January 6th insurrection. The matter now heads to the U.S. Attorney's Office, where it will be up to prosecutors to decide whether to take it to a grand jury for possible criminal charges against Bannon. The leader of the Haitian gang that kidnapped the 17 missionaries says they're going to start killing them if their demand of $17 million isn't met.
That message came in the form of a video as Haitian security forces and the FBI work to secure their release. Also today, the leader of the Ohio church that sent those missionaries to Haiti shared a message from the families held captive. Jason Colthorpe is live in the newsroom with what they had to say, Jason.
Yeah, Kim, Christian Aid Ministries is holding a day of fasting and prayer. And as that message was shared today, it was clear what an emotional toll this crisis is taking.
It's amazing how times of difficulty have a way of bringing people together. Pray for these families. They're in a difficult spot.
A difficult spot now becoming dangerous with new threats of death from the captors of those missionaries if they don't get paid. The situation top of mind in Haiti as fires were set in the streets Thursday as workers continue to strike in response to the kidnappings. Thousands of miles away in Ohio, Weston Showalter of the Christian Aid Ministries also responded to the hostage situation with an emotional message from the families of those being held.
We thank him that he is God and ask him to hear our prayers and bring our families home. We also pray that the light of God's love might shine out against the darkness of sin, that the gang members might be freed from their bondage to sin.
Showalter also talked about these missionaries. They are Amish and Mennonites from Wisconsin, Ohio, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, Oregon, Ontario, Canada, and of course right here in Michigan. We'll be following this, of course, as it develops, Kim.
Yeah. Okay, Jason, thanks. And just ahead on NBC Nightly News, on the ground in Haiti, where the American hostage situation is growing more desperate by the minute. The frightening new details and what Gabe Gutierrez of NBC News is seeing on the streets there.
One man is dead, another injured after a violent crash this afternoon on Detroit's west side. Sky 4 over the scene at Finkel and Lindsay near the Southfield Freeway. Police said the driver of a stolen Challenger was speeding, bumped into another car, then lost control and hit a tree. And as you can see, part of the car was pretty much split in half. Police say the passenger died at the scene. The 16-year-old driver is right now in critical condition. Well, the storms this morning woke some folks up, I think, as they rolled through.
Woke me
Rumbly,
up.
Yeah.
And the winds kicked up too. Now temperatures are dropping. Let's get over to Andrew with more.
Kimberly and Devin, those falling temperatures now getting our attention as we speak. I mean, we're in the low 60s here in Detroit, 63 over at City Airport on the east side, but not too far away in Howell, 53 degrees, a 10-degree difference or more over just about 25 or 50 miles or just a bit more. It's a cold front that's moving through the area, and we'll certainly feel the chill later on tonight. For now, some folks are feeling some raindrops that are still left over. You can see that here on Storm Tracker 4. Zooming in a little bit closer, you can see in northern Oakland County, parts of Lapeer County, just some scattered sprinkles and light rain. Nothing like the heavy downpours that we saw earlier this morning. We have cloudy skies over Detroit, with a few breaks in those clouds. 59 degrees now as winds out of the west kick up at around 21 miles per hour. So grab your favorite Red Wings jacket, maybe knit hat before heading out and coming downtown for a little NHL hockey. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s, then low 50s during the game tonight. Red Wings in town taking on Calgary, and the puck drops at 7:30. So there might be a scattered shower or two, not only here in the city, but in your neighborhood as well, but nothing too serious. Any more rain overnight? We'll talk about how low those temperatures go and whether any rain is in the forecast for tomorrow or your weekend coming up.
Tonight, Southfield police releasing new video of a driver in a stolen SUV intentionally hitting a squad car, but that's just the beginning of this.
Yeah, that driver actually managed to get away, but not for long. Larry Sproul takes us through what happened.
JCV 4042, contact me, radio contact.
Southfield Police Chief Elvin Barron says his officers spotted this stolen Dodge Durango driving in Southfield on Tuesday around 6 p.m.
Inside of the vehicle was an AK-47 assault rifle with magazine, 2 masks, gloves, screwdrivers, and also multiple stolen plates.
They tried to pull the vehicle over here at the Sapphire Apartments on North Park Drive. That's when a 21-year-old Raven Thomas Stefan Lamont Bibbs tried to get away with 3 other people inside. Police surrounded the Durango, demanding the driver to get out.
I don't think he could be loading up a gun right now. Driver, get out of the car with your hands up now!
A Local 4 viewer attending a church service nearby recorded this cell phone video of the scene. You can see the mass police presence.
We had an arrest team ready to go to receive any and all occupants of that vehicle.
6 minutes later, the driver finally exits the vehicle.
Take a big step to your left! Another big step to your left!
The other people in the car get out as well.
Back up! Hands up! Hands up!
But Chief Barron says he believes this incident is bigger than just Southfield.
That this will be a broader group activity. We have reason to believe that this thing is even larger, maybe national.
Now, the chief says the suspect has a long criminal history. He is facing a $500,000 bond right now. As for the passengers inside that vehicle, they were released. We are live tonight. Larry Sproul, Local 4. Back.
All right, Larry. There's a strong probability that remains found in that Florida park do belong to Brian Laundrie. That's according to the Laundrie family attorney. Police have been looking for Laundrie since his fiancée, Gabby Petito, was found strangled to death last month. Investigators also found a backpack and a notebook belonging to Laundrie near the remains. Police describe the incredible challenges and difficulties that this search has presented.
I got to see firsthand the treacherous conditions that they were working on. We're talking about water levels up above almost the chest area, rattlesnakes, moccasins, alligators. And these heroes go out there. While we can't change the outcome, we can bring justice.
Laundrie has not been seen since September 13th after he returned to his parents' Florida home without Petito and refused to talk with investigators.
The CDC reports onions are the cause of a salmonella outbreak in 37 states, including here in Michigan. The recall is for whole red, white, and yellow onions imported from Chihuahua, Mexico, and distributed by ProSource. They were imported from July 1st to August 27th. At least 652 people have gotten sick and 129 people have been hospitalized. The CDC also says do not eat, sell, or serve those onions. Instead, throw them away and wash any surfaces they may have come in contact with.
All right, ahead here at 5 today, there is a new bridge battle brewing in Metro Detroit.
That's right. It involves the Maroon family, Mayor Duggan, and a crucial piece of land along the Detroit riverfront. Doc.
Allergies are flaring up and viruses are on the rise too in children and adults. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Ahead, I'll show you what's going around and where some sporadic flu is popping up too.
And new tonight, more bad news in Benton Harbor. Coming up, I'll show you what happened that's creating a whole new issue for those worried about lead in the water.